It's Lightning 100's Lieutenant Dan, and live here in the Valid Music Studio, welcoming back Adam and Emmy from Counting Crows. How are you guys doing?
Really good.
How's it going?
Grateful to have you here today, and fun to have more new music out and coming out from Counting Crows. We are going to be getting Butter Miracle, the complete suites, on the 9th of May, just a little over a month away. And then after that, the 10th of June, they're going to be kicking off their tour right here in Nashville, Tennessee, out at the Pinnacle. Adam, I think last time that we had you here in the studio, maybe we were doing some co-hosting like 10 years ago. I'm sure life is a blur.
No, it was when we were doing the Outlaw Roadshow in Nashville.
Yeah.
I came to talk to you. Yeah.
Yeah, that was that was really cool, and kind of crazy when I looked up the date and realized it was 2015. That it has been 10 years. Time flies when
terrifying.
You are having fun. Man, you got some great new music out, and the full record coming out just a little over a month away. You've been hearing Spaceman in Tulsa here on Lightning 100. Tell us a little bit about this song. I saw like a little clip you put on Instagram, and it was really interesting, and you kind of opened up a lot, I felt like, in that.
Well, it's just a lot of artists, went through stuff when they were kids, struggled with things, felt different, felt weird compared to everybody else. And, art gives us a way to have a life. Metamorphosis, change into butterfly from the caterpillar you were. For me, it's been music, gave me a life.
Yeah, well, I feel like when I first heard this song, it just feels like the Counting Crows that we've always loved. It really kind of goes back to all the records that we've gotten over the years, and so we're happy to have you here today. And we're going to have Adam and Emmy. This is the super stripped down acoustic version of this song. We'll have the full band when we get to see them at the brand new Pinnacle venue. It'll be your first time playing, because this is the first season that it's open, and it's the kickoff of your Nashville tour. So that's going to be awesome. Well, cool. Let's hear it. This is Spaceman in Tulsa here on Lightning 100.
All right. Ready?
You're a spaceman in Tulsa, so you cover it up in clown white. All these elegant boys make such delicate toys, and they know it. He says, I know you wanna believe in something, but if you could just see all the people in me, then the shadows descend from his eyes to his hands, down to his naked all-American knees. Doesn't anybody wanna be a rock and roll queen? Dress yourself up in a diamond tiara, swish your little Reiki, says, man, I'm gonna make them insane. I'm a painkiller and I'm a caterpillar. They can't break you, man. Another well-night butterfly found on a bus out of town, turning into I'm a rock and roll star. Allie says she's one in a million, and other people tend to agree. From her fishnet luck to her platform chucks, she's a faded Miss American dream. Well, but her daddy couldn't keep his distance. She says you can't keep him away if you try. The saddest mistakes are the ones that we make, wishing away what's right in front of our eyes. Doesn't anybody wanna be a rock and roll queen? Leave them laughing when you wanna die. Crazy little dreamer says, man, I can't believe I'm still alive. I'm a painkiller and I'm a caterpillar. They can't break you, man. Another well-night butterfly found on a bus out of town, turning into, hey mama, I'm a rock and roll star. Bobby's such a rock and roller, says everybody, somebody I used to know. Man, I was a toast to the town back when everyone knew where to go. I was a spaceman in Tulsa, but if you could see behind my eyes, I'm just an empty smile and a song I don't even know that I'm singing. Doesn't anybody wanna be a rock and roll queen, light your rocket and burn out of town? Crazy little sucker says, man, I guess I'll see you around. And I'm a painkiller, superfly caterpillar. They can't break you, man. Another well-known butterfly found on a bus out of town, turning into, hey mama, I'm a rock and roll star. I'm a painkiller, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey mama, I'm a rock and roll star. I'm a painkiller and I'm a caterpillar. I'm a rock and roll star. Yeah, yeah. Hey mama, I'm a rock and roll star. Yeah, yeah. I'm a rock and roll star.
Lightning 100 got some rock and roll stars here in the Valid Music Studio at Lightning 100. It is Adam and Emmy from Counting Crows. They're going to be doing the Pinnacle venue the 10th of June, and by then we will know the rest of these songs really well. Buttermilk, the complete suite, is going to be coming out on the 9th of May. CountingCrows.com for more on that. And this is kind of the completion of Buttermiracle Suite 1, kind of the final songs for that.
Well, I mean, the suite was its own thing, and this is kind of that was Suite 1. This is Sweet Tooth.
Sweet Tooth, yes. Yeah. I like what you did there. And where did you work on these songs, and how old are some of them?
I wrote them all in England. I was spending a bunch of time on my friend's farm. He's got a farm way out in the west of England, and I wrote Suite 1 there, and then we got hit by the pandemic.
Wow.
When it was over, I went back and wrote the rest of these songs. I rewrote some of it at home, and With Love from A to Z, which opens the record, I wrote it at home in New York.
Has writing for you changed much over the years? Like when you were first writing records in the beginning to now, like what do you see any difference in how you write?
I use my iPhone more now instead of a notebook. I still use my notebooks, but I use the iPhone a lot more to type stuff into it. It's great for, voice memos. I can demo on that when I record something, when I write something. I mean, it's pretty convenient. I don't know if the actual act of writing's gotten different. On this record, I think some of my ambitions for what the songs should sound like outstripped my ability to play them. So it made it a little harder for me because I couldn't actually play them and tell if I had it all in my head and I knew the chords, but I needed the guys to come to the house at one point so I could play them with the guys and figure out if they were any good. I didn't know about it in the same way because, well, quite honestly, I just couldn't play them. I'm not a very good piano player, and I'm okay, but I'm not great, and I couldn't really play these songs. So that was a different thing. But I don't know if it's the writing changed or just I got kind of ambitious with what I wanted them to sound like and feel like.
When you got into the studio and you had people who can play the piano even better than you, all playing it together, was it fun to see the songs become realized? Yeah,
I mean, what happened was at first I called our drummer and bass player and Emmy and said, I need everybody to come to my house, just the four of us, for a week, and I just got to play these songs with you guys, and then I'll know how they feel. And as soon as we did that, I knew they were great. Like, they were popping off one after the other that week. We were all really excited. I think this might have been the first one. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. It was.
We were all, this one especially got everybody really excited.
In Tulsa, you're talking
yeah.
About,
yeah, it's really fun.
The songs were good. He's a perfectly great piano player. So
that's what I was guessing. He's probably harder on himself than he should be.
I'd hire him. I have hired him.
Not to play piano, you haven't.
You're right.
Yeah.
Damn, I would, though.
Look, I can play piano all right, but Charlie is a great piano player. So it's better with him. But just in the demos, I write on piano, but I write for guitar. I'm really hearing guitar a lot of the time, and that was never more true than on this record. And what I really needed was to hear Immer and the drums and the bass, and then I would know if it was good. And I did, as soon as we started playing them together. I was playing piano then.
You were?
But I knew it was as soon as I heard the guitars and the drums, really.
We've got Adam and Emmy from Counting Crows hanging out with us here at Lightning 100. The 10th of June, the full band will be here in Nashville to kick off the tour at the Pinnacle. It's the very first show of the tour. The record's coming out the 9th of May. Butter Miracle, the complete suites. And see, Adam is a music fan. He's sitting there taking a picture of a CD on the shelf right now.
It's my friend Stephen Kellogg's record.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like, oh, good, they're playing Stephen.
I mean, that's what I remember about when you came in here and back to that 10-year period, and we let you co-host. I mean, I just know you're really into music, and all kinds of.
Yeah, I think there's a song on this record that we actually recut with Stephen with our band. Yeah, Almost Woke You Up is originally on South West Northeast, and we actually did a version a couple of years ago when we were on tour together with Steven, his daughters, and our band, and we recorded it. It's on Spotify. It's a cool version of Almost Woke You Up. That's a beautiful song.
It's a small world. I know, you've seen the music industry change a lot since when you first put out your records, for better and worse, probably more on the worse, but the beautiful thing of it is, before there was a lock and key on what you wanted to listen to, and now it's all out there. I remember when I was a kid seeing a guy wearing a Dead Milkman shirt, and I wanted to know what they sounded like, and they didn't sell it at the record store at the mall, so I couldn't even listen to it at the time. And
Punk rock girls knew.
There you go.
Punk rock girls.
But yeah, so that's kind of, as a music lover, that's kind of cool. If you want to listen to some record that you can't even buy in your local record store, it's out there.
Well, yeah, and it used to be that you couldn't make music unless you were signed to a label because it was too expensive to use studios. It was too expensive to press up physical records and then put them in trucks and ship them all over the country. Now you can make a record in your bedroom on your computer, and you can upload it to Bandcamp, and it's done. To me, it's the democratization of that. Like, really great musicians can make music now, whether they're signed to a label or not. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, that's the upside. Sometimes we gotta look for the positives. We certainly have seen the negatives, and gotta keep it positive here. I have Adam and Emmy from Counting Crows here. So you're gonna do another song, and this is a throwback. It's like 2008 or so.
Yeah, this is from the Sunday mornings half of Saturday Night and Sunday Mornings.
And do you remember writing this one?
Oh yeah, I love this song. Another one that was much better when I got it off the piano. As soon as Emmer started playing it, it got way better. But yeah, I love this song
a lot.
Well, this is Washington Square. It's live on Lightning 100.
Sold my piano. You couldn't come with me. I locked up my bedroom and I walked out into the air when nothing I needed was left there behind me. I walked out through the shadows of Washington Square. I wander the highway from Dublin to Berkeley, and I heard the songbird of Valley Poreen, and I love like a fountain, and it left me with nothing, just memories of walking through Washington Square. Now I live in the shadows where all the lights are electric, and time is a number that rests on a wall. And nobody knows me, my friends and my family are as far from this city as Washington Square. So cover this warm night in a blanket of starlight, and I'll follow this freeway out into the air, in case you should wonder and wanted to find me. I'm traveling homeward to Washington Square. I'm traveling homeward to Washington Square. Washington Square. Washington Square.
Lightning 100 Counting Crows live here in the Valley Music Studio. It is going to be out at the Pinnacle. We get to see them June 10th. That was Washington Square. Great tune. Going back to 08 for it. And man, we're so grateful to have you guys here today.
We're grateful to be here.
Still putting out
really
great
cool
records. Very excited to get Buttermiracle, the complete suites. It'll be out the 9th of May, countingcrows.com. I saw the vinyl. You had signed vinyl that's sold out, but you can go ahead and pre-order the rest of the stuff over on the website. And
Cool.
That's news to us.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, it said sold out when I pulled it up. I was checking it out. So that's what you want. Tickets are available now. They just went on sale for Counting Crows out at the Pinnacle June 10th. You can get those through the Pinnacle website and at countingcrows.com. Adam and Emmy, thank you so much again for coming to the station.
Thanks for having
man.
us.